Hi, it's Susan and I am back with the coolest thing ever. So we're gonna try this out together today. This is the cauliflower pizza crust. So let me tell you, I found these online and I'm waiting for, I think, a box of 10. They have the light version of this, which is awesome, but I was impatient and I couldn't wait, and I saw this at Walmart. And so this is a pizza crust made out of, what is it made out of? It is made out of fresh cauliflower, low moisture mozzarella cheese, and anything else? Oh, this one has egg whites. So that's the basic formula. And I've made cauliflower crust before, but you know what? That's labor intensive. This is super easy. And the cool thing, ooh, there are 2 crusts. I didn't even realize that. There are 2 crusts in each box. So I'm really psyched about this. Let's talk about how much lean and how much green these things are. Like, first of all, let's look at the macros. There are 90 calories, a total fat of 6 grams, and total carbs, 2 carbs per 1/3 of the crust. So here are the macros and the nutritional ingredients. So that's very, very exciting. You know what I just noticed? The sell-by sticker is right over how long you cook the crust. So I am definitely going to have to look that up online. I don't know how long to cook it for. Anyway, really, really simple, great macros. But I think even like a better option if you want more volume as far as pizza is concerned, is to go with the light, L-I-T-E version of the crust. But you know what? If you ever doubted that I am a teacher, doubt no more, because I actually made a cheat sheet board for us. So in calculating, what I could have for a meal tonight for my lean and green, this is what I came up with. So this is for the cauliflower pizza crust, okay? Here's a formula. So first of all, if you want to eat an entire light crust, and I should be getting those in a couple of days, and I will make another video on that because I really, really want to try to make a barbecue chicken pizza, and I'm planning to use sugar-free barbecue sauce and shredded chicken, but that'll come soon. But an entire light crust equals a half a lean and 3 greens, okay? So an entire light crust has, half a lean and 3 greens. So all you have to do is add a half of a lean and then you have a full meal, okay? And that could be like, I don't know, so many things. For me, I'm a meat gal, so probably some turkey pepperoni. And then an entire original crust equals 1 lean and 3 greens. But I was like, you know what? I don't want to just eat crust for dinner. So the recommendation is to actually half the crust, and you can have a half a crust, and then you can add a half a lean and 1.5 greens. They also have flatbreads, people. And for the flatbread is a cauliflower flatbread equals 1/3 lean and 2 greens. So that's pretty cool. So here are the, kind of formulas for the cauliflower crust and breads, which I think is pretty awesome. And I actually compared online and in the store other kinds of cauliflower crust, and they did not adhere to program guidelines. So I definitely recommend cauliflower crust. And I thought it was cauliflower, but it's Cali, as in California, C-A-L-I. And then, you can add toppings and whatnot. So for tonight's lean and green, this is what I calculated. So here's a cheat sheet. You don't have to figure it out yourself. You can just do this. So for my meal, Susan's meal, I'm gonna use a half the original Italian crust, and then I'm going to add a half a lean and 2 greens. And what a half a lean is for me is 1 ounce or a 1/4 cup of skim shredded mozzarella cheese, and then 1 ounce of turkey pepperoni. And then I actually have had 0 condiments today, so I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of approved program marinara sauce, kind of as pizza sauce. And I don't really know, I haven't even opened up the box yet, so I have no idea how far the 2 tablespoons are gonna go. So I actually have 3 condiments. I can put up to 6 tablespoons if I want. And also another cool condiment I thought that would be good on there would be a Laughing Cow cheese wedge. I have the garlic and urban original. So options, people, but yes. So we're gonna try this cauliflower original. This is the Italian flavor, so it has Italian seasonings and garlic powder and whatnot. But yeah, so let's get going. Let's open up this baby and see what's inside. I'm very, very excited. Now, I am a pizza person. I like pizza, always have. And I also think it's important to mix things up. Like, yeah, I think it's good to have your regular favorites. Okay, so this is the size of the crust. This is the size of a crust. So definitely bigger than a personal pan pizza, but not as big as, you know, a frozen pizza or a pizza that you would get for delivery. So here you go. Comes with 2 crusts. I love it. You can just keep it in the freezer until you're ready to use it. So let me flip the camera around and let's go ahead and measure stuff out and cover our pizza and bake it and then have a taste test. So we have the oven fully preheated on 375 and here is our pizza crust with nothing on it because the instructions said that you need to put it in for 10 minutes and then take it out and let it cool. So let's put it in. So we're gonna need to put this baby in for 10 minutes, which is not that deep. Keep it off. Okay, so putting the pizza in there for 10 minutes, we're going to set the timer for 10 minutes. And then when it comes out, we're gonna let it cool for 10 minutes. So I'll see you in 10. While we are waiting for the pizza crust to bake, let me just show you that this is the condiment I'm using. It's the Lucchini Tuscan marinara. And what I love about it is that it tastes good. It's organic. It's very simple, but look at that. Look at the nutrition facts. They're so good. This is totally in line with what we are allowed to have on Optavia. So I am opting to use a 1/4 cup. Am I? Yes, I think, what did I say? Yes, 2 tablespoons. So I'm gonna use 2 tablespoons. So that's basically air. Like that's hardly any calories at all. Did you hear that noise? That was the crust. So let me check on that. In addition, I'm going to use this low moisture part skim mozzarella. And I'm going to just use the simple Hormel turkey pepperoni. So psyched, 70% less fat. So let's look at the, there you go. Here's the nutrition label on this. Pretty good and adherent. Yes, there we go. And same with the cheese. All right, let me make sure the pizza didn't explode. Let's do that together. I don't know what that noise was. Oh no, it's still there and it's fine. I think it was just the pan. But if you look at the pizza, wow, those edges burn pretty quick. Not burn, but they brown. They brown pretty quickly. All right, so we have a couple more minutes till we can actually let the crust cool and then top. So I just measured 2 ounces of the skim shredded mozzarella because I'm just gonna go ahead and make the whole pizza and I'll just eat half of it tonight and I'll save half of it for tomorrow. So I will double up on the recipe that I had on my little whiteboard for you. So instead of 1 ounce, and by the way, you should really use a scale and not like a measuring cup when you're measuring solid things like cheese because the most accurate measure of solids versus liquids is a scale. So there, that's exactly 2 ounces. So let's weigh out the turkey pepperoni. So I just measured out the turkey pepperoni. So note that we had 2 ounces of the mozzarella already on the scale. So I just added, look how much, like they are layers and layers. Like this is gonna be like pepperoni heaven. I love pepperoni. And oh, the weight just went off, but you saw it, it was 2 ounces. So that's 2 ounces. I'm gonna count the slices just to see how many that is. And then I also measured out 4 tablespoons of the approved tomato sauce. So this is gonna be good. I'm super psyched. Okay, that is our signal. So let's go back to the oven and see what happened with this crust. Oh, by the way, this is 10 minutes. And you know, there's cheese and egg whites and whatnot in there. So yes, it browned very nicely. So not gonna lie, I kind of ripped the crust when I took it out of that, what do you call it? That airtight plastic baggie thingy. You know what I mean. I'll find the words tomorrow. I don't have them tonight. But anyway, it cracked a little bit, but I think that's fine. I think that putting the cheese on and whatnot will make it kind of all connect again. Okay, so I have to let this sucker basically cool for 10 minutes. So I'm gonna let it cool for 10 minutes and let's put the toppings on. I'm also taking a spatula and I'm just lightly lifting and just making sure that the crust doesn't stick to the pan because I don't want it to be hard to cut into slices once it's all done. So I don't know if you're supposed to do this, but I am. So I would just take a little spatula and I would just lift it up in the pan just to make sure there's no sticking. Okay, so I literally plopped on 2 tablespoons of marinara sauce on each side. So if you are going to double the recipe, which I am, just use 4 tablespoons. So let's just spread it out and then add the other toppings. Now we just sprinkle on the mozzarella. And you know what I was thinking? This is a lot more, like when I measured it out, I was just like, I mean, not when I measured it out, but when I saw the calculated measurements of what I could have on my pizza tonight, I was just like, wow, that's not very much, but actually it's a lot more than I thought it would be. Pleasantly surprised by how much food and how many toppings this actually is, especially that pepperoni, people. So, all right, cheese going on, and let's put the pepperoni on. So I just put 17 pieces of turkey pepperoni on the pizza, and I think I have like 17 more to go. So this is gonna be like a double pepperoni pizza. So here is the fully topped pizza. Y'all, that's 31 pieces of turkey pepperoni. I mean, you can put whatever you want on the pizza and you can completely like mix up proteins, but I'm simple, you know, hence the term Simply Susan. I like just plain old pepperoni and cheese. So yeah, let's stick this baby in the oven for 2 to 4 minutes per instructions, and then we get to gobble up. So here's the pepperoni, mozzarella, cauliflower crust pizza after 3.5 minutes. I checked on it like every, you know, minute or so, but I didn't want it to get too brown. That's a perfectly brown crust. I didn't want it to burn because it's on the thinner side. So I was just like, and I prefer thin crust pizzas as it is. So this is cool for me, but let's plate it up and try it out. Now look how big a half of this pizza is. It's a lot. This is 1 full lean and green. So I'm actually going to slice this up into 3 different pieces so that, yeah, it's easier to manage, but that's a pretty good amount. I'm pretty psyched. So here is my half a pizza that equals a full lean and green. So this is 1 lean and 3 greens. So I actually sliced the half of the pizza into 3 separate slices, but I'm really excited to taste it. All right, as far as the, you know, texture and consistency, I mean, it's definitely thin. Oops, I lost a pepperoni. It's definitely thin. Let's see how it tastes. This is good. This is very good. Today marked my first 2 weeks, the end of my first 2 weeks on Optavia. So yeah, this is delicious. This is a great way to celebrate and still do the program correctly. This is very good. I will say this, turkey pepperoni, it's not bad at all. I thought it was gonna stink, but it doesn't. It just tastes like a lighter, non-greasier pepperoni. So yeah, I like this. Okay. Very, very good. Oh, that crust is amazing. The areas on the edges where the crust got brown, not burned at all, just browned. It's delicious. Great texture. And you know what? I've only had like 1 Italian kind of, I guess like two Italian flavored meals in these 2 weeks, so it's nice to have a different flavor profile. So overall, what do I think about these? 2 huge thumbs up, like humongo. I love cauliflower crust. I think it's delicious. This is the Italian original. I cannot wait for my Cali light crust to come. I got those in plain because I didn't want to get them in Italian because I knew that I wanted to try different flavors like barbecue chicken or maybe Mediterranean or maybe even seafood. I thought about putting like pesto and shrimp on a pizza, but I'm very, very excited. This company is kind of rockin' awesome. They're very, very smart. Wish I had thought of it. But yes, I definitely think that this is a must get. You have to try this. It's totally on program and it's easy. All you have to do is stick it in the oven for 10 minutes, let it cool for 10 minutes, put some toppings on, and then 2 to 4 minutes later, you're all set. So totally add this to your lineup of lean and greens. It is delicious, it is fun. I'm gonna have to stop this video because this is good and it's time for me to chow down. And look, it's a lot of pizza, so. Until next time, I have no idea why I just stuffed my mouth, but if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, check out my other videos, and I will be back very, very soon, and we're gonna do this together. We're totally gonna get healthy and lean, and we're gonna do it in a delicious way. Cool. I will see you in a couple of days, and you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and sleep well, take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye.